Miss Tootie. Oh!
That is honestly probably the prettiest cobra I've ever seen in my life.
Look, I do.
If you were to just get scraped with a fang of a black mamba, they can drop you dead in 15 minutes. And if you are allergic to venom, it's much faster than that. He's looking to bite something right now. See that black on the inside of his mouth? That's why they're called black mambas. They flash that black to let a predator know, do not mess with me or I'm gonna shove you into a coffin. I've had close friends bitten by inlands and coastals, and both of those friends dropped to the floor collapsing, not able to walk within a minute.
What's going on? So my Uber was late.
Yeah?
Oh, you found old Blackie.
Yeah, well, just while I was waiting for you.
This is one of the nicest snakes on the property. The kids actually hold the snake all the time, and he's not really much of a biter. See?
Yeah, that's why I'm coated with blood, absolutely.
Look, he's super nice.
Super nice.
Look at that. You want to see some wildlife?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go see the reptiles.
Hello, fellow humans. Today we're at Chandler's Wildlife Center. We have a lot of awesome, really cool venomous snakes that we're going to be working with, along with a bunch of crocodilians. So,
Oh, yeah.
Chandler, what are we doing first?
Well, we got Cape Cobras right here, and we just finished Animal Con. That was really fun, but the whole weekend while we're having fun, our animals are pooping everywhere.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I gotta get some clean water for my Cape Cobras. I need to take them out, see how they're doing, make sure their enclosure's nice and clean. Although my Cape Cobras aren't the nuttiest, if you come look at them, you'll see they're not like super cranky cobras like your typical African cobras, but as you know, even if they're not that cranky, one bite from a Cape Cobra is almost as bad as a black mamba bite.
Oh yeah, definitely one of the most toxic, if not the most toxic cobras in all of Africa, right?
100%. And the only snakes that are going to beat the Cape Cobras with their venom that are outside the cobra family are going to be like potentially the black mambas and 100% the boom slang, which I don't think I've ever worked with a boom slang.
Oh, no?
But I enjoy the boom slang on your channel.
They're fun. I've got 3, so
Really?
hopefully
Well,
I can make some babies.
Yeah, well, I need to get my rear fang venomous permit. In Florida, you have to have a rear fang
They
permit.
have a separate one for the...
Yeah, for mangrove snakes, for boom slangs, for stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, there's so many miscellaneous venomous snakes.
Yeah.
You never know. There could be a rear fang snake out there that has venom like a black mamba. We don't even know about it.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, wait, there is. It's called a boom slang.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take out this female because she's a little bit bitey. I'll put her inside the snake holding receptacle, and then you can show off that really sexy male. So I'm just going to open the glass up a little bit.
Good.
I'm going to use my hook.
Love to see it.
Although contrary to belief of many reptile people, I actually use snake hooks a lot. And if you watch the channel, most of the snakes I deal with, I do hook out, and typically just use the hook the whole time. It's just only with really big cobras, like king cobras, and big vipers that I typically free handle with, because I can just get away with it, and it's better for the animal for comfortability. But nothing better than a nice sturdy hook.
Absolutely.
Beautiful female Cape Cobra. She's really sexy. She's just a little bit deep in shed right now, so her colors aren't popping too much.
A little bit darker than the male, definitely.
The male's like a Dalmatian. He's like a cheetah. So I'm just going to take her. Her name is Honey, and her boyfriend's Mustard. I'm just going to take Honey and put her right in here, and we're going to secure in the snake holding receptacle.
Alrighty.
And then you can go ahead and take out Mr. Mustard.
Alright, let me go ahead and get Mr. Mustard out here. Come on.
He's a pretty easygoing snake, but obviously you gotta treat him like a cobra.
Absolutely, and that is honestly probably the prettiest cobra I've ever seen in my life.
It's one of my favorite venomous snakes in the world. Since I was a little kid, I wanted a yellow Cape Cobra.
Same.
Never even thought I could get like one that looks like this, all speckled and
I
stuff.
didn't know this phase existed until a few months ago.
Oh yeah, I had never really seen the black blotched ones. They have big black blotches on them sometimes, or they have the speckling, or they have the speckling just like, see, that's what you're supposed to do. If the snake's coming at you, or if you're dealing with a crocodile and it's getting out of control, you go back to the basic of step one, going back to putting the snake on the floor and readjusting.
Absolutely.
It's better to put the snake on the floor than copping a bite and potentially dying, because the likelihood of surviving a bite from this snake is very slim.
That's what I do all the time. If I have a snake that's getting a little rowdy, getting a little bit out of my control, bring it to the ground, readjust, and get a better hold on the snake. Because there's no reason to risk a bite when all you have to do is one extra step to make sure you have a better hold on it.
Exactly. One simple mistake, one little pick from a fang, and you're incapacitated. I mean, we're only human, right?
Well, yes, absolutely.
We have to be safe because we are only
human. Just finished cleaning out the enclosure, so let's go ahead and put these back inside. Let's do the the more relaxed male first. Go ahead and
Beautiful,
pull
look at
him
that.
out. Absolutely awesome animal. Let's go ahead, let's just move him right over, nice and easy. Just like that, let him go in there. And now the more pain in the ass female.
Yeah, she's known to bite tools and bite objects, cans, stuff like that, so you can't really trust her.
Absolutely fantastic. Let's just pull her up here so we can get an easier grab on her tail.
Old honey.
And if she's going that way, let's go this way. Just like that. There she is. So let's put her back too. Make sure the male is not exactly where he is. So let's come in from this side instead, because he was creeping up towards the gap. And let her go. Slide that over.
Secure it.
And we'll secure it.
Check it.
Beautiful.
We're here with Meatball, the Colette snake. This is another Australian snake. It's one of the most venomous on the planet, like top 20, right?
Yeah, what's crazy is that one's supposed to be in like the top 14 or 15 most venomous in the world. It's in the black snake family. That family consists of the king. That family consists of the king brown. That family also consists of the plain black snake down here. See right there in the front?
Yep.
That black snake is more venomous than any member of its family, more venomous than the Colette snake. The Colette snake, if you survive its bite, will take away your sense of smell and taste for the rest of your
Yep,
life.
I've heard that.
If you survive, and that black snake is more venomous than any other member of the family. So they are a highly venomous family. Not the most venomous like the brown snakes, the true brown snakes. But
And the
these
taipans,
guys are tough. The black
Absolutely.
snakes have a nasty cocktail.
Well, let's
That's all you.
take one out then. Let's take one. Excuse me, sir. Open this up. And he's poking his head out. This is a big male.
Yeah, I believe he's a male.
All right.
Last time I looked at his tail, he looked like he was packing heat.
I have a friend that's trying to breed these.
Oh, well, if he gives up, I'll take those.
I don't see him ever giving up.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're one of his favorite things to work with. And
They're,
these
they're
guys,
visually stunning animals.
yeah, they have really weird, like jerky body movements, like some of the other Australian elapids too.
Yeah, that's typical of your Southeast Asian Australian elapids.
All right, so
Jumpy, twitchy.
and he's a big one. He's what, 5?
Yeah,
and a half
these guys
feet?
can get like
I mean,
7+ feet, I
he's-
believe.
yeah,
I've seen some
absolutely.
pretty big ones. This guy I've raised from a little baby about 2 feet, and he's a little bit dull in color. I think he's gonna shed. He's got a nice fiery red if you show him the belly. Yeah, he's going through shed for sure. It looks dull right now, but he's got nice red. But I've seen them beige, pink,
Yep.
brownish with pink, so they're pretty variable.
Yeah, my friend has a hypo, so like super beige.
Oh, I
like
didn't even know
light
there's
beige.
hypos.
Yep, absolutely.
crazy.
So let's go ahead. Let's put him in here. Not too bad.
No, he's a pretty laid-back snake. They can be very, very cranky, but I've raised him and he's pretty chill. These guys actually live underground most of their life, being in Queensland, Australia. They're endemic to Queensland, so you can't find them anywhere else in Australia or in the world. And it's just so hot and arid. They're underneath the black soil plains, the cracked soil underneath the earth, hunting rats, and they stay under there most of the year until it's like cool and rainy.
You see that with a lot of desert species. Like you
Inland
go-
taipan, they say the same thing. It's
Yep.
underground most of the time.
Yep, you go up to North Africa, you have the horned vipers and sand vipers
Yeah.
that spend a lot of time under the sand just to try and get around that.
And the non-venomous, like ball pythons. If you watch Dave Kaufman's ball python documentary, they're documenting how these things. Did you just fart?
No, that was,
Oh, that was the snake.
that was a snake hook.
You shit your
Yes, you
pants.
did.
No, it'd be louder if I did that. All right, getting the Colette snake out.
There we
Open
go.
the door. This is awesome.
You can come
by the
look. You
way.
can like peek in if
Yeah,
you'd
let's
like.
get inside.
When the animal's not too dangerous, you don't have to worry.
Yeah. Beautiful big male Colette snake. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and get him out now.
Yeah, he's definitely going through shed.
Oh yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
He's a big boy. Like
He was like 1.5 feet, 2 feet long when I picked him up.
obviously, I'm 4'9", so he's a pretty good size.
You're
snake.
4 foot.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so let's go ahead. Let's get him back in his enclosure here. Come on, bud.
Shit, then I'm like 3 feet tall.
Here we have the most venomous snake on the planet. As you guys already know, we have one at our house, an inland taipan. His name is Stevie, and we all know that these guys are super cool and very, very reluctant to bite. Nobody almost ever gets bit by their captive inland taipans.
Literally looking to bite a hook.
Yeah, as he's literally doing that. So we got him here. He's balancing on.
Oh,
the
nice. Perfect.
Beautiful. A little bit bigger than mine, probably a year
Pissy
older.
too.
But Actually, it might be the same clutch as mine. Is he a 22?
Probably.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I've had this one for around 2
might
years.
even be related to my inland taipan that I have. A little bit bigger than mine, though.
Yeah, probably going through shed right now. But man, they're one of my favorite snakes in the world. But to be respected, I've had close friends bitten by inlands and coastals, and both of those friends dropped to the floor, collapsing, not able to walk within a minute.
There's nothing like their venom in terms of snakes. on the
Absolutely
planet.
insane. Love these animals, but they will drop you dead. And that's why I reiterate on every episode, these animals are no joke. Because sometimes having a warning at the beginning of the episode doesn't do it, and people just hear that it's dangerous.
Well, they
don't
see it.
They don't experience it. They don't realize.
Yeah, they
how
see
it-
you handling it, and it's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but it
Right.
is. If it tagged you, like that is a medical emergency.
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah. It sucks that I've been bitten by a venomous snake. It sucks that my friends have been bitten. But it's also good for the viewers at home to understand that we're not invincible. One simple mistake, and you'll die from one of these animals.
Absolutely.
We love these animals, but you have to give them the most respect possible because it's so easy to get put in a coffin.
Yeah, and it shows when an unfortunate situation like that happens, it shows the consequences of doing something quickly. If you're doing something without, thinking about it.
Yeah.
If you just take one step over the line, you can get punished, and it changes your life forever.
Yeah. Lamp, 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 lamp.
All right, so we're gonna get the taipan out. Gonna hold him right in the middle of the tail, of course, which is exactly what
That's a
you want
joke.
to do.
That's a joke.
Funny joke, funny joke. You can see that golden belly that they have.
Yeah, and they have these dots that go down their belly too. I don't know if they fade away as adults, but he started with a lot of little purple or orange polka dots on his belly.
Absolutely, and these guys are really cool. They change colors throughout the year. They have seasonal color changes. So like in the summer, they'll be a little bit more lighter colored, and in the winter, they'll be darker because...
Secure! Oh, continue. Continue. Sorry, sir.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, so we've got my two black mambas right here. And these guys, although one of them's all right with handling, they're still black mambas, and one simple mistake and you're gonna die. If you were to just get scraped with a fang of a black mamba, they can drop you dead in 15 minutes. And if you are allergic to venom, it's much faster than that, roughly 5 minutes or so. So let me see, I need to get the right key, and we have to entice Kobe, this beautiful male South African black mamba that Dingo Dinkelman gifted to me a couple years back. We gotta get him into his lockout down there, and you can see he's looking for food. He's looking to bite something right now. See that black on the inside of his mouth? That's why they're called black mambas. They flash that black to let a predator know, do not mess with me or I'm gonna shove you into a coffin. I got my extra big Midwest tongs hook for like bushmasters and mambas and stuff. Allison's kind of chill, so we're gonna just get Kobe to go into his lockbox first. Hopefully he knows the deal. She's deep in shed, so you'll notice even though she's a little dull in coloration, she actually has white going down her body, like a little banding. Not like not chevrons like a king cobra, but almost. And that's typical of a Tanzanian black mamba. They have these beautiful white bands that go down their body. And you can see she's a massive black mamba. And even though she's chill, one bad day with her, and she could bite you right in the face, and that venom will drop you dead. Whew. And then get a pin in that. Come on. Yep. Oh, you thought about it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Best thing to do with mambas, especially if you're not keen on handling them, is have a shift box, because simple as just get them into the box, lipstick bolt, bam, secure. Now, I can safely clean that enclosure without being at risk of getting a kiss from a black mamba. So let's get that shift box back open now that everything's clean. That black mamba can come out if he wants. He probably won't, hopefully. And let's take out the female.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Gotta be careful with her because, like I said, she's deep in shed and she's already getting twitchy with me. If you want to come look at her, you can. And as I pull her out, you can just back out. Big girl. Big, big girl.
And how big is she now?
She's around 10 feet long. She's a monster.
Big old black mamba.
No games with black mamba.
Not at all.
All right, mama. Back home. How cool is that? Look at that. For a black mamba to be fairly laid back is nice.
Yeah, she's not bad at all.
No, she's actually the first ever black mamba I handled, and she was gifted to me.
Well, not a bad one to start with, that's for sure.
Yeah, then later on, Kobe was sent to me from Dingo, and as a little baby, still trying to bite me.
Straight out of Africa.
Oh yeah, no joke.
Grew up dealing with predators.
Oh, he was captive bred too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. He was captive bred. They're just born like that.
Yeah,
you know.
Inherently a prick. Nice.
Yeah, it's rare when you get a chill one, and even if you have a chill one, you shouldn't trust them.
Oh, definitely.
Just respect them, love them, but that's about it. Can't do much more than that. One mistake and it's over.
Yeah, that's my biggest rule: is never trust a venomous snake.
Yeah, like Kevin, my king cobra, that God rest his soul. Kevin, he was chill, but I never fully allowed him to do whatever he wanted because he could bite, and at some points he would strike at me with his mouth open. He would try to bite me sometimes. Was he as bad as Justina? No. Justina was more likely to kill me, if anything, but Kevin's personality was so good. Almost you wanted to trust him fully, but you can't. You just can't. It's not worth the risk.
All right, Mr. Lamp. You got this hurricane coming. I want to make sure before the hurricane comes, all these big crocodiles and alligators are well fed. Well, if they're not, and they for some reason get out, we want to make sure their bellies are full.
Alrighty, do it. Don't want them terrorizing the neighborhood too.
No, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. All the small crocodilians I'm going to catch up and put in totes, but all the big ones are going to stay in their exhibit.
Aries, come on, big boy. So this is Miss Toothy. She's a Cuban crocodile, critically endangered. You can come way closer. Whatever looks good in the camera frame, you can come way closer. Just don't pass these ropes. So this is a Cuban crocodile, critically endangered from Cuba. These guys are the most athletic crocodiles that still exist today. There used to be crocodiles that ran like horses and wolves in packs and hunted land animals.
Yeah.
Honestly, thank goodness they don't exist because I'd probably want to keep them. But the Cuban crocodile is the last of the galloping, running crocodiles that will truly chase down food on land and not stop. They'll be consistent.
It's insane to watch in person.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
then
crazy.
Look at this. Look at her teeth. These teeth. Get a good shot of those teeth. These teeth were in my leg. These curved back velociraptor teeth. They went right through my leg and carved me up, and that was half a bite with half of the mouth. Not even a real bite. Insane. So we have full, whole-bodied roosters and chickens, and we're gonna make sure Aries and Miss Toothy.
This is a small one.
Yeah, we'll save that for Nadia. I'll feed that to Nadia later.
Yeah.
There we go. So we'll use this rig because hand feeding is
Alrighty.
not a good choice here.
Yeah. They're so athletic.
So what we'll do, just grip it like that, and you can make them jump 6+ feet in the air.
Oh,
You
yeah?
ready?
Alrighty, let's do it.
Watch this.
Let's do it.
Miss Toothy. Oh! Here, come close. Check it out. Woo! So crocodiles can have the strongest bite force of any animal on the planet. They actually have a bite force of upwards to 5,000 pounds of pressure. The saltwater croc has the strongest bite force of any living thing on the planet.
Yep.
Second is me.
Whoa.
Aries, come on. This is my baby. We go way back. Aries. Big boy.
Alright, buddy, here we go.
Aries. Aries. Oh! Off with the head.
Dang. Yeah, that's a powerful bite right there.
And he's a gnarly crocodile. He's a Cuban crocodile, Nile crocodile hybrid from Tom Crutchfield's old croc farm back in the day when he used to live in Bushnell, Florida. Sobek, the giant Nile croc at Gatorland that sits upon a big rock and they scratch his chin. That crocodile used to be owned by Tom Crutchfield in a big pond at his place. And then he got 4 adult female Cuban crocs. He was like, I'll just throw them in there. He put them with them and they bred.
Yep.
And that's where Aries came from. And Aries is roughly like 35 years old or older.
And
Really
they
cool.
can live super, super long, right?
Yeah, a crocodile. I know of crocodiles that have lived to be 120 or
Yep.
around 120 years old. So like a tortoise, they have a slow heart rate, and they can live a very long life because of that. Look at that. Such a dinosaur. Literally a scene out of Lake Placid. It's amazing.
It's awesome.
And these guys are just the ultimate predator. They can literally slow their heart rate down to 4 beats in 1 hour, allowing them to stay underwater for hours. Aries, come on! Come get some more. Come on, Aries. Come on, Aries. You can make him work for it.
Yeah, I will.
Look at those big, beautiful teeth. When I got him, his teeth were really nasty, brown, falling out.
Oh,
And
there
after-
we go. Look at the pull. Look at the strength of that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is nuts.
They're powerhouses.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
a little 4-foot crocodile is just full of power.
Oh, I know. I got tagged by like a 3-4 foot gator.
It's not fun.
Yeah, definitely not.
So this is Nadia, critically endangered Siamese crocodile. And hopefully we can get her a boyfriend in the future. There's only around like 1,500 out in the wild. And they're very spunky crocodiles. They're really fun to work with. If you want, toss the chicken over to her.
Yeah.
She'll snap that thing right up. Oh, jeez.
That reaction time is nuts.
You don't, there you go. Beautiful, look at her eyes. And she's a really light colored crocodile. She's really pretty, but because it's overcast and cold out, she's darker to collect more heat. They can change color depending on the temperatures. Nadia. Gonna go easy? Oh, that was nice and gentle. I was expecting havoc.
Nice.
Yeah, she's getting easier and easier to work with. I mean, they're not mindless killing machines. They do understand routine. They do understand training. You can train them like a dog, and sometimes they'll even listen better than a dog. Because when she ran over just now, I said hold, and she actually held, and we haven't done any training sessions in like a year and a half. So they do remember stuff.
So he's a Eurasian eagle owl, second largest owl species on the planet.
Yeah, and this is a male, so this is half the size of a female. The females are bigger, getting that 6.5-foot plus wingspan, 7-8 pounds, and because they're so big, they're eating really big food items. So if you look at these talons, they're huge. They got like inch-plus daggers. In those talons, they have upwards of 750 pounds of pressure, so almost 1,000 pounds of pressure, which I believe is like 2 to almost 3 times greater than the bald eagle's talon strength, which they're more fish eaters, so that makes sense. But these guys, because they're so large, they'll eat other birds of prey, hawks. They'll eat the chicks of hawks out of the nest. They'll eat weasels, rabbits, mice, but they'll also eat red foxes, feral cats,
Crazy.
other species of lesser owl, meaning smaller species, and a feral cat, if they can, they'll eat anything. Rabbits, anything that fits in those talons, they'll take out. And you can imagine a female that tall next to them could eat something much larger.
That's why you see people always wearing those the gauntlets or
Yeah,
whatever,
because
right?
I have one too, because even if your animal's chill, just them trying to readjust or get comfortable bouncing, they will pierce through your flesh.
Definitely. I mean, that's like 1,000 pounds of force with those
Insane.
talons. I mean, that's going straight through
They're
you.
taking that and they're pushing it through the rib cage and spine of a red fox to kill it, and then they're flying off with its carcass. So they are a true predator, isn't that right?
Any other plans to get other birds in the future, or just sticking with him?
I almost got a female, not to breed, just to have another one and show how big they can get. So maybe another owl. If anything, you know, my top favorites, I want to have kookaburras, just because I love the sound.
They're cool. That's what I told her.
I
was
love
like,
kookaburras.
if I get a bird, kookaburra is
Yeah, I want one out here, especially for the tours, because the kids and the guests, they can call to the bird, make him call back.
They're
So I
fairly
think it's fun.
interactive too. You can actually
Yeah.
get them to like land on people.
Oh yeah, as long as they like everyone, because sometimes they don't like certain people or like hats or glasses, and they fly at their eyeballs and almost like stab them in the face.
They've got a pretty pointy
Oh
beak.
yeah,
so-
they're like kingfishers. They have
Oh, yeah.
spears on their face. So that I love cassowaries. I love shoebills from Africa. My favorite bird of prey on the planet next to the Eurasian eagle owl is actually the harpy eagle. So if I
Oh my God,
if
dude.
I could ever properly house
I mean, they're
and
huge.
legally obtain one, I would love a pair of harpy eagles.
Haven't they been like documented like picking up deer and stuff, like small deer?
They eat, not them, but golden eagles.
Golden eagles.
Have been documented to grab sheep. They've been documented to grab deer.
That's crazy.
They've been documented to grab them by their heads and drag them off cliffs on mountains, then let them go to drop, die, and they go back and they eat the food later.
That's insane.
They're intense. They can have a huge wingspan. They're very powerful animals.
People don't really think of birds as predators, but a lot of the times they're right up there at the top of the list.
They're
with
the
predators.
last of the dinosaurs.
Yep.
When I raised him, it was literally like having a velociraptor that looked like a Muppet.
That's
He was
awesome.
fuzzy. He was around that height. Okay. He was around that height, and he's literally just got these giant talons he's walking around with. He's going, and I'm like, what the hell? Feeding him? It's literally like taking care of a dinosaur. I know.
Go! Hello. Go! Go!
You bastard! You're supposed to go in with me!
I just realized that we never filmed an outro, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We had a lot of fun filming over at Chandler's place. He has some incredible animals, so make sure you go check him out as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more, and I'll see you all on the next one.